Happy Halloween, my pretties. Welcome to Dionea Creates. In today's video, we are going to be making little witch's brooms or besoms for protection and abundance and a sprinkle of little cinnamon scented magic. So let's just get started. So you guys, I have been seeing these little cinnamon brooms all around, and I buy these every year and I just put them around my house, but I've been seeing them decorated and I really wanted to try that. So I picked some of these up. I picked mine up at Dollar General, but you can find these anywhere this time of year. They have them at Dollar Tree, the craft stores, just about everywhere you can find them. And oh, they smell so good. So we are going to be making 4 of these today, and I've named them. And the first one that we're going to do, I'm calling it Autumn Enchantment. And the first thing we're going to put on here are these yarrow stems. I dried these from my yarrow plants, and they made the most beautiful, just rustic looking display. They're real tall, and so I clipped a few of them off because I thought it would be good to use here on this first broom. And so we're going to take our glue gun and just glue these on. Before we wrap, we're going to wrap the top of it, and so I wanted to put these on first so that they could go like underneath there. Let's see if I can kind of spread them out a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to trim this off. I'll just put that on there to tie it together a little bit. And then I have some twine, and I'm going to use this twine, and I'm going to wrap the top of this stem, this part right here, because I want it to I just want it to look a little bit more rustic. So I'm going to put just a dot of glue right on there to get it started. Whew. And then we're just going to start wrapping it. So you guys, I would love for you guys to tell me in the comments if you have some of these cinnamon brooms, if you have these in your house. I also get the larger ones. I actually have those hanging, and I keep them out all the time. They're hanging in my laundry room because I just love the look of them. I decorated my front porch for Halloween, and I have this really cute little sign, and the Dollar General also had one of the larger ones, but it was taller than what the ones I have are, and so it looks like the perfect witch's broom standing in the corner. Okay, so there is how we look so far. And the next thing that we're going to add is I have these are just some little dried, they're just some little dried leaves, and we're going to just add these to this too. I think I can kind of put it up there. And the where my yarrow is. And then I have a star anise, and I think these are really pretty to use on these brooms. And star anise, it offers protection, and it smells really good. And I always think that is nice. And so we're gonna put it, oh, probably about right in here, I think. And then I have the paper flowers from the Bewitched collection from Prima Marketing. I just wanted to use these. I think it will give it a nice little bit of color to the broom. So I want to put some of these on here. And so I'm keeping them just really simple, you guys, but you can do these however that you like. I'm using everything that I'm using, I already had, which was kind of fun to kind of search around the house and see, or the yard, of what I could add. But you can make them however you like. Make them your own and charm them up. And so there is our very first one. Just really simple and quick, but I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is Autumn Enchantment. And so the next one that we're going to do is called Spellbound. And I was inspired by this one because of the chipboard words that were in the Bewitched collection. When I was gathering all my supplies, this was laying nearby, and I don't know, this word just stood out to me. And so I was like, we are going to use that on one of these brooms. So I have some raffia here, and we are going to just kind of do the same thing. We're going to put it with our glue gun. We're going to put it up here at the top just to tuck it in, and then we'll probably trim it up a little bit. I'm going to use this popsicle stick so I don't burn my fingers. And we're going to wrap this too, so that a lot of that will be held in by the wrap and the glue. Let me get some glue over here to get the wrap started. Let's just get this one going. And this is optional. You guys, again, you can do this however that you want to do it. I like the way this looks. I love jute twine. I have spindles of jute twine everywhere. We are going to use some ribbon on one of them coming up though. These are just so fun. And I'll probably leave mine up. I probably won't even put them away. Just putting a dot of glue on the back. Just hold that in. Let me do one more here just so I can trim it right back here. Just clip that off. I don't know what that is. That looks like a stick. And so we're going to trim off this raffia a little bit too because it's too long. But I wanted to make sure I had enough of it on here. And so then I have this little owl charm, and you know, owl he always means wisdom, and I don't know about you, but I could always use a little more help with that. So I have him on some raffia, and I'm just going to tie that right to another piece I have here. So that he is on our little broom here. Oh yeah, he looks cute on there. And then I have some more leaves that I want to add to this. I want to put these, kind of tuck these up in here. If I can. Let's use a little bit of glue. Let's tuck this one over here. Then I have these are just some they're little bitty tiny dried flowers that I got for a fall arrangement, and I just clipped them off of that. They look kind of like grassy little things. So again, you guys, I just searched for things I had around. And then I want to put this little spellbound right about there. That's really cute. My owl, he's kind of hidden in there. I'm going to put this, I put a tad of glue. This piece of raffia wants to start crawling up. So there is our little spellbound one. I just think it's so cute. Just simple, you guys, just simple little projects here. Just using all the things you have around you. And then the next one we're gonna do, I'm calling it a kind of like a cottage witch, and really the reason I'm calling it that is because the trim I'm gonna use, it's also a jute trim, but it just looks a little more like cottage core to me. So that's why I'm calling it that. So, and I have this twig. It kind of looks like a wishbone, and I thought that would be really cute on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna put that on there first. Like so. And then we're gonna go ahead and wrap our twine again. So we'll get a little one started here. So what else are you guys working on for Halloween? I have so many projects I still want to do. So many. I keep seeing more on Pinterest, more things I want to create. So who knows? I may just keep creating. Just keep creating through Christmas. So I'm putting a dab of glue on the back. Again, just to seal it there. And then I have some more of these little leaves. And so we're going to put this broom is a little bit crooked. And so I'm just going to put these leaves on here. I'm going to tuck those in there if I can. Let me cut that stem. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to put a little glue here. And then I want to use some more of the Prima flowers on here. And then I have this purple stone. It's a little, it came off of a bracelet that I had and I just kept it, and I just thought that would be really pretty on here. I love purple. And then I'm just going to gather these flowers like down here at the bottom. These little paper flowers, you guys, they just add so much. They're just tiny little touches, but they're perfect, especially for these size projects. And I do a lot of smaller projects, so these are just perfect for that. Alright, now this might be a little tricky on this one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my glue around here. Because it's open on the back. And let's see if that'll hold it. Yeah, I think that's going to work. And so there is our cozy cottage one. Isn't it cute? And you guys, you know what I did? I didn't even use the right trim. Oh my goodness. You know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll put this one, a little piece of it at the top. Goodness gracious. I got so excited getting started that I just did what I did on the other one. So I'm just going to put this at the back right here. There we go. I'll clean all this glue gun stuff off. But yeah, it looks good. See, it gives it a little bit of a different touch to it. So there is the little cottage one. And then for our last one, it is the protection one. And we are going to be using a few different things. So we're going to be using some purple ribbon, and then I have this gorgeous, it's a black trim ribbon. This is from Hobby Lobby. It's that Merchant 41, and I think I got it on clearance. Their tag's still there for 99 cents. And so with this one, we're going to be using some rosemary, because we know that rosemary is not only for remembrance, but it is also protective. And this is from my garden. Oh, you guys, it smells so nice. We're going to use a cinnamon stick, bay leaf. I have a couple more of these little green flowers, another star anise, and then a little moon. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start wrapping. The top like we've been doing. I'm going to go ahead and put my little rosemary on here though. See if I can catch it up there. Hopefully. This is a pretty purple satin ribbon. I just think the purple adds a really magical touch to it. So we're just going to start wrapping that just like we did before. I'm going to put another little drop of glue to catch that again. And then we're just going to keep wrapping this one. It has a little different look to it because, you know, it's satin, so it's a little different from the jute. And then we're just going to catch it in the back. And then we are going to take this black ribbon, and I want to put the black right at the bottom of it. I hope you guys can see this okay. I'm trying to put it where you can see it. And we're just going to trim this off. Isn't that pretty ribbon, y'all? It's so pretty. I might need to put a little more. All right. And then I have this little bitty moon, this tiny crescent moon, and I want to put it right here at the top. Oh, I love that so much. Okay, and then I want to put this star anise. I want to put it over here. And I think I want to angle my cinnamon broom. Let's put this bay leaf up here. I'm going to tuck it underneath there. I should have put an intention on that. Write an intention on our bay leaf. I don't know if I like that though, y'all. We might not need the cinnamon stick. That might be too much. What do you guys think? I think we might stick these little green leaves up here too. I think that looks a little better. And then I do want the star anise, so let's just put these on there. I think that cinnamon stick is too much for this little broom. And then our star anise on here. Let's see, what do you think, you guys? That way or over here? Probably over there to balance it. Oh, I like that, y'all. I think it looks better leaving the cinnamon stick off. What do you guys think? So that is our protection one. I love the moon on there. So let's get a little look of all of them here. Just laying out so we can see all of them. How they all turned out. I really, really like them, y'all. What do you think? The last thing that we can do is we can get our cinnamon, and if we wanted to add a little bit more scent to it, we can use some cinnamon essential oil or a cinnamon fragrance oil, whatever you have, to add a little bit more cinnamon to it because it fades pretty fast. Now, I do recommend if you are going to use cinnamon essential oil that I'm going to use a Q-tip to drop it on there because the cinnamon oil can be it can be very hot. And so you want to just be mindful of that. And so I'm just using this Q-tip to dab it on and kind of just put it through my broom like that. And if you did just pour it on, again, just be mindful of that and be sure to have something underneath it. But oh, it smells so good. This happens to be the cinnamon bark. This is from Eden's Garden. That's where I get a lot of my essential oils. And it smells so good. I wish we had smell-o-vision so you could smell it. And so you can just refresh these as they start to lose their scent. You can just go back and refresh them and have that nice cinnamon smell to them again. So there they are. I'll hold them up one more time for you guys so you can see them all. I'll try to hold them so you can see them all up again. And so you guys, with that, we are going to close our crafting circle, and remember to keep your scissors sharp, your glue guns ready, and your magic alive until we meet again.